like, yes, yes.
This actually reminds me of, EDG versus RNG back in 2015. You know, this is
Korea that you may not recognize, but we will introduce them as they come along. Here is Canyon up against Hojin, of course.
Yep, we have played these games already, guys, so these are going to be the highlights from the round of 16. We'll be starting from the semis live, but we are just going to take you through how this one worked. Canyon looking pretty good here, as these Pierces are looking real scary. You have to kill your opponent twice, by the way, in order to win or take the turret. And I believe after 7 minutes, there's a big thing of death, and then you kill each other.
Yeah.
That's sort of the updated rules. 1v1 has evolved a bit over time, as Canyon's he's really having a good time here, and you can see Hojin. He's trying to use that old the old Varus strategy. It's like, I played Varus, and therefore I'm going to win this 1v1.
Yeah.
And it's not really working out, as Calista is really, really strong. As a champion that's sort of like built to be in a duo lane and has duo synergy, she shouldn't be this good by herself, in my opinion.
Yeah, she's just really good. I mean, she's great at skirmishing. She's great at even poking down in a 1v1 scenario. So I do like the pick from Canyon. And yeah, it was pretty simple to finish that one off.
Oh,
so yeah. Canyon does win. He moves on to the round of 8.
Having a good time as well, as you can see on your screen. We'll be able to check out the next one. Roll the clip. This is actually really cool. Like going through with like highlights for the beginning, and then it gets super serious. As we are going to have our support showdown, Brand versus Maokai. Oh no! Thematically, the tree just burns down. Jelly, what have you done? It's a disaster.
Yeah,
oh, dear.
well.
I wonder if Jelly can win this one, guys.
Yeah, if I were playing in this tournament, I would probably play something like Brand. He can be such a menace with no outside influences, you know?
Yeah.
And especially with some of the changes and the buffs, just straight up buffs that he's received with those changes. He's just really intuitive, he's great, and definitely favor him in this matchup against a Maokai.
He has a slight item advantage as well, as you can see. Having a mythic in your back pocket is definitely showing that things are getting a little bit rough. Sudden death in 30 seconds. They did take a lot of time to take this one down,
boy.
but that's a 2-level advantage.
Yeah. And, yeah.
You'd get some real good odds if Jelly managed to win this one, though. I'll tell you that much. As, yeah.
Pretty easy there. Bounces his ult off himself and off the minions. Gets right in the face of the Maokai. And makes it look pretty easy. I liked his first kill a little bit better. I feel like at this point it was kind of just like a done deal. The first one was nice. I think he threw out the Q first and E'd as the Q was in transit, as it was being fired.
Yeah,
to
definitely
make that
much
stun
cleaner.
happen. It's a pretty nice little move. And Beryl is well known, you know, for not just being a support god. He's actually just a really mechanically skilled player. And that's part of the reason why he is so good at the game in general.
Well.
And here's Soer playing up against Faker.
This might look like a little bit of a mismatch here, and you can see that Faker does have way more farm and a level advantage, but a bit of aggression here out of Soerf, landing all of his buttons quite nicely. But the problem with Olaf is he stands still and hits you with 2 axes. As we'll see whether Soerf is going to get that Blade Surge back, and he does. First kill going over. Oh, dear.
Yeah. I think Faker just a little bit overconfident here, and Soerf with the barrier just
dodging the
decides to go
undertow
for
as
it.
well.
Yeah, and you could see that Faker doesn't even bother using it. He knows he's going to die anyway, so just goes down there. And yeah, he's CSing a little bit better, but we'll see if he actually comes back in this one. Looks like he's got a pretty good fight here.
Yeah, well, Blade Surge is going to help him get a whole bunch of his health back there with the Ionian Fervor. But it looks like Faker just thinking about killing him under his turret. How did it all come to this? Is going to be the question. You can see, as far as health bars, not going so well, but the kill score is going to be there. Soerf just needs to win another 1v1.
There's nothing you can do with the sudden death.
And the minion wave as well. But still, it is going to put it at 1-for-1, but then it's going to be the CS that is going to change things. Gets it within 8, though, as there's the shutdown. And I guess at sudden death, that's when you're just going to be able to pick up the win if you manage to get the kill in that scenario. Yeah. So just a little bit unfortunate for Soa.
Yeah, feels bad. Should have pushed the envelope a little bit faster, I suppose. Just gets killed by Faker, who does eventually take it down. But, I mean, hey, Sowerf killed him 1v1 straight up before any kills had happened, before any sudden death or anything like that.
This is the matchup I've been waiting for. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. As a boomer myself, I absolutely ship this. Ambition and Prey both having a lot of fun here as well, as you can see. As it's going to be Malphite versus Jarvan. Boomer champions for a boom matchup. All right, barrier's going to be exchanged here. Cataclysm from Prey. Oh, gets on top of the health pack.
Yeah.
Oh, Prey's got to unretire. He needs to pull a clear love. He needs to come back. That was so sick.
Yeah. Barrier Ignite is Biss, I suppose.
Well, when you're burly boys like this, you know, you just need that little bit of staying power and you can light them on fire.
Prey just getting rid of the shield there. And, yeah. Jarvan's got a nice amount of poke, too, you know? Just get in there. Start whacking away at him with your Q. And it's really annoying for the Malphite to handle. Well, let's see what he does here. He doesn't have his ultimate up yet, so...
Well, I mean, he's just going to light him on fire. The barrier's going to come down, and then he's going to die. So Prey pretty comfortably finding the 2-0.
Yeah, I made that look easy, actually. Even through the barrier, it's like, nope.
Just dropped a flag on him. Who would have known, as he's just having the best time.
Moves on to the round of 8 of the Red Bull 1v1 tournament. And then Deft versus Nara Kyle.
And look, Deft has had a bit of an up and down day so far. We'll see how things went in the 1v1 tournament. Samira versus Oodia. This feels like it's probably not going to be Oodia favored, but I'm not sure whether there's much that's Oodia favored at this point in time. As Deft, very late barrier as the Ignite comes down, and he's going to survive.
That was actually pretty close.
That was real close, yeah.
That was close. Deft, you know, he gets to heal with the Ignite on him, but that one turret shot, you know, if he didn't get hit by that one, I think obviously he wins the trade, but he just stepped a tiny bit too close. And now let's see, maybe he can get a kill here. He's down a level, though. Knows he has to go for it.
Yep, this is also sudden death, remember, guys. So not going to be able to have that protection of the turret as the ulti comes out once again from Deft. Managed to get that S up just in time, as you could see, as Narakyle, I have a feeling, is going to fall. Not enough turtling available. Oh, no! He's turning it! Doesn't get the last one. No, he doesn't. That was way closer than it should have been.
You saw both of them just burst out laughing after that one. It was actually a pretty close trade here. At the end of the day, I like how Deft repositions himself, gains a little bit of range, and yeah, eventually just takes him down in melee. And we'll move on to the round of 8.
And yeah, the big sigh of relief as he is able to come out on top. Maybe the next round isn't going to be as easy as Pawn versus Marta, ex-teammates, of course, on KT a little while back, and enemies over in China. And yeah, I mean, it's Pawn. And of course, Marta is just like playing some random champion in Rengar this time around, but see whether it is going to work out here as Pawn. Yep, this is one of his favorites.
So nothing happens for, what, 7 minutes? And, yeah, this looks like an Azir game to me, too.
Yeah. Emperor's Divide makes it really, really hard to be
I think Pawn's
Rengar.
going to lose this.
Well, yeah, the gap was closed. Does he have the Shifting Sands back up is going to be the question. The bowler comes out, the empowered bowler there as well, but Pawn now looking to try and turn it as Marta gets the dive on back in.
Yeah, I think in sudden death, he just used the brush. And he could have taken it even slower.
Shifting Sands, flash forward, not enough. Marta, successful.
I think he could have taken that even slower, but just wanted to go for the kill. Didn't want to waste any time. I actually liked the choice of the Rengar. on this map. You know, the 2 brushes on the side, you can easily use them. Even though there wasn't any action before this, they eventually got the kill.
Yep. Bit of a giggle there from Marta as well. It's just good to see him back, you know. I feel like there's just, it's a nostalgia overload, these situations. As Kana up against Jisoo.
Jisoo girl.
Ah, yes. It's confirmation.
Yes.
Not sure why that necessarily needs to be there, but Jisoo versus Kana. And a young gentleman. We saw him on this Calista earlier on. This is looking very rude. Camille versus Calista? Oh, God.
Yeah, I think the only way you kill the Calista is if you just get the perfect stun.
Well, you need to all in, right?
Yeah, like, of course, that's all you can do. So it's just kind of just sitting here, taking poke. This kind of looks like the last time we saw the Calista in our first highlight here, but that's a nice stun.
Yep, did manage to close the distance and got the health back as well. The flash forward very close, and first blood actually goes to Jisoo.
Oh. That was okay. That's how you do it. She even picked up the health pack. Those were some pretty good mechanics.
That was sick.
Gets in there, and you can see she took flash ignite instead of barrier ignite, and it actually helped her pick up the kill.
Yep, that's what you want to see. Hextech ultimatum coming down, and that's another health pack, but hookshot missing.
Yeah.
That's the disaster, and then the Rend makes things really, really difficult. And yeah, just walks into the brush. That's going to be that.
That's the problem with the Camille pick. It is very all in.
Jisoo really playing it like you needed to land that hookshot, but the idea is right. Because you just can't let Calista poke you down and then you can't play the game, right?
Yeah. So Kana, great positioning, stays in the middle of the lane, and he will move on.
Yeah, congratulations to Kana. Through to the next round, as we are going to go back to our bracket and we'll show you what our round of 8 looks like. We'll have highlights for that as well, guys, and then we will go into the semis. So whoever wins these matches, you will be seeing coming up live.